Game time, MP. Game time.
Let's keep this winning streak going.
Moments away, they gather at the Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. The Timberwolves taking on the 76ers. For Minnesota, winning 7 of their last 10. And they aren't done. Fueled up and ready to charge forward toward another win here in this one. Sixers, Timberwolves. Coming up next, right after this. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. There hasn't been many times where he's played like a rookie as he's come in and done whatever's asked of him. That's why he's our number 5.
And at number 5 in the rankings, it wouldn't be out of the question for him to make a run at that top spot here in the last half of the season.
Well, if not the top spot, he's almost certain to lock down a place on the all-rookie team. I don't see him having any kind of drop-off as this season goes on.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Vaughn is out there with Connect. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Dillingham in at the 1. And for the 76ers, they've got Embiid, the captain out there with Paul George. Then there's Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard. And these 2 teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your scripts, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Dillingham, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Embiid the screen. And that's good for 3 points. A shot from the captain.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Oh, here's Edwards. Last game, 26 points. Basket counts.
Boy, after missing 3 straight, they finally get one to go down.
Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
Hits it from three-point range.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now, here's Maxey. Here's the captain, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Magic was sensational. He dropped in 55 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early. Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Good on the three-point shot. The captain's got 11 points.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Pass to connect. Now Edwards unloads from 13. Rebounded by the captain.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
And here's George for 3. A fresh 14 for Philadelphia. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Vaughn. Nothing on the board. Reed with a screen on Maxey. Dillingham, no good. Here's Philadelphia. They're on a 16-7 run. The captain passes to Embiid. Here's the captain. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Edwards with it. There's Vaughn. And that one released in time, but no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Philadelphia ahead. They lead by 9. And we'll be back with you right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great...
here's Terry, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Reed with a screen for Terry. 5 on the clock. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. The 76ers leading by 4. Philadelphia moving the ball around. The captain with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Pass to Reed. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Reed's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Timberwolves. 1:53 left in the first half of basketball. The captain with the bucket.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
Pass to Edwards.
There is so much to love about Anthony Edwards. He is one of the most skilled young basketball players in the league, but he also happens to be quite charismatic.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The first free throw is good.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And the 76ers with some changes. Yabusele, he's checked in for Caleb Martin. And Newman subbed in for Maxey. And Edwards drops them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Pass to the captain. Here's McCain. From deep. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Dillingham with it. 3-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. The captain's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Another miss by Minnesota. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Yabusele. Here's the captain. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Look at Edwards slotting home the 3.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Here's the captain. To the paint. Yabusele passes to the captain. Newman with the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot from those leads. They're measuring up that shot. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
It's far enough into the season now where you can tell which guys are for real and which guys are pushing for that ROI.
I remember in 1993, you winning that award, Shaq, mainly because you should have won that championship that year. Those darn Supersonics.
And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the 76ers.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
We've got Maxey. George is out there with the captain. And there's Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. The captain. And he's good on the 3-ball. The captain's got 22 points.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Over to the left wing. Here's Connect. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Connect's got 5 points now this quarter. Maxey passes to the captain. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Vaughn's got 5 rebounds tonight. For 3, Edwards. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the captain. He's got 22. Over Connect. Embiid just overpowers the defense inside.
Looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Here's Reed. Arm's length from the hoop. He knocks it down. Reed's got 8 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
The captain, no good. Timberwolves trail by 5. Connect with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. As a junior college product, Dalton Connect, Greg, didn't have a traditional path to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, spent 2 years at a JC, 2 more at a small Division I program, then used his extra year of eligibility to transfer to Tennessee, and there he became a first-team All-American and turned himself into a first-round pick.
Here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
Man, that's strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Here's the captain. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
To the inside. Vaughn. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Here's George. Plays it up and banks it in. And the 76ers lead by 7.
Yeah, very efficient. Paul George is a finisher in the painted area.
Now Edwards. 9 points in the game so far. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the third. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Reed, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, That's the motor of Naz Reid. Really impressive drawing the contact.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And that one falls for Reid.
Well, the beauty of someone like Naz Reid, he's proven already in his career, you can bring him off the bench to great effect, or if you need him to be a step-in starter, he's equally capable.
Newman's checked in for the 76ers. Timberwolves also changing it up. Hauser's checked in, and it's McDaniels in for Connect. Both free throws good from Reid.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
George with the screen on McDaniel. The captain, no good.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Pass to McDaniels. Puts up a deep three. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The captain's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Count the basket. And it's now 26 points for the captain.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Reid with a screen on Maxey. Now, here's Reid. No good on the three. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Good ball movement here by the 76ers. George with the screen on Terry. The captain, and he bangs it home with one hand.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Hauser. And here's Reid. Terry outside. Jacks up a 3. Rebounded by the captain. The captain's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here's George. Here's the captain from deep three-point land. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action in just a minute. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Minnesota, they've got McDaniel.
Close this thing out.
Here's Maxey. Embiid, the pass to Maxey. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Traps in the tray. The captain's got 12 points in just the second half.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's good for 2.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Pass to the captain. Looking for George. He gets it there. Here's the captain. Clock at 6. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. The captain's got 6 in the quarter.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
Here's Vaughn. Drills it from outside.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Edwards. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
The captain powered down with both hands.
You know, he's flat fueling their success. Most of the offense has gone through him.
Edwards inside. Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below! How about Anthony Edwards, the bounce? Go ahead, Ant.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Free throw good, Edwards.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. God plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
Here's Maxey. That three off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 11. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Philadelphia.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game, and I think ultimately that earned the W.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief two-game.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for the captain.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
Here's Connect. Nailed from three-point land.
Now, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
There's the pick. Pass to McCain. Here's the captain. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. The captain's got 41. 26 seconds left in the fourth. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And a little luck that time, but it drops. There's 18 seconds left in the game. The captain passes to George. Teardrop shot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
At the line for Philadelphia, Paul George. One shot.
They throw good, Paul George. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing. And
You earned that one.
it's going in.
Hey, need some help?
Empty in the house.
Showtime, MP. True balls only.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, BA. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Zach Collins out there with Banchero. Then there's LaMelo Ball. Then it's Miller. And it's Caruso in at the two-guard spot. Now here's Ball to the inside. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's the captain. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw tonight.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Philadelphia.
Grant, the Hornets are a team hoping to end a pretty substantial playoff drought.
Yeah, it's been a long time since they made a buzz in the postseason, but their return could be closer than people think. A few smart moves here or there might be all it takes.
Now here's Banchero, a guy this team turns to often, averaging almost 24 a game. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Earlier I spoke with Nick Nurse. I talked with Coach about LaMelo Ball and what he said to his guys before the game, and he said to me, I just told our guys to be active out there. LaMelo is an energetic, springy player, and we can't let him out-hustle and outwork us. LaMelo is a challenging assignment for any defense. We'll see how this unfolds, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. And here are the Hornets now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Ball. And Carroll with a screen on Maxey. The three from Ball. Again, the miss by the Hornets.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's McCain. 4-3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
I love the execution we are seeing thus far. 4 shots and 4 makes.
And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Back to Banchero. Pass to Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the triple.
There they go. Finally able to drop one in on their 4th try.
Here's the captain. George, a screen on Miller, the captain. No good on the 3.
After 5 shots, that's their first miss. I definitely call that a good start.
Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
You know, as a playmaker, Ball can look off the defender and drop dimes with either hand.
Pass to McCain. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Sends it home from three-point land. The captain's got 11.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And Carroll outside. Miller outside. And here's Caruso outside. It's rebounded by George. The Sixers lead by 9. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players could learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Here's Collins. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Miller finds ball. Back to Miller. No good on the shot. For Philadelphia, they've gone 6 of 7 and looking good. Here's George. Offline with a baseline jumper.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Now here's Caruso. He's covered closely. And there it is for him. Caruso's got his second basket.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Knocks it down from distance.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Hornets trail by 12. Ball passes to Collins. Caruso outside. Miller on the wing. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3.
Answer 3 right there. Miller returning the favor.
And Maxi's got the ball here for Philadelphia. This is a team that simply refuses to lose. They've won 29 games in a row and want to keep this incredible streak going.
Guys, I tell you what, they're playing some of the best basketball that I've ever seen. I mean, they look virtually unbeatable. The key now is they continue to try to strive for consistency, to be ready to handle whenever the next loss does come up. That's going to be the key, bouncing back when they do have somebody in this streak.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam.
I'll tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now Banchero. Last game for him, he picked up 13. The 3. The shot that time not on target. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Philadelphia on top, up by 12. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
You know, so far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
On the floor for Charlotte, they've got Trey Jones. He's out there with LaMelo Ball. And it's Salon in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey, guys, the captain in their last game against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He ended up with 41 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Chalk up 2 there. The captain's gotten 4 this quarter.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Pass to Salon. Philadelphia grabs the miss. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Thanks to their stellar defensive intensity, they registered a ton of stops in that one.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it. A bunch of threes for him in this first quarter. A bunch of threes for him in the first quarter, but he's made 0 here in the second period.
All right, Clark, we're starting to close in on the midway point of the season. How do these players pace themselves for what's ahead?
You know, Brian, it's interesting. You've prepared to play a long, grueling season, so the guys are in great shape. But I think the biggest thing is to be smart about how you play, how you practice, and how you take care of your body. I think when you get between the lines, you're going 100%. How you manage the stuff off the court is really the key. Working hard, but smarter is the key to being able to be at your best late in the season.
Philadelphia leading by 11. Here's the captain. Give him 23. No good from outside.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Ball outside. From downtown, he drops it from range. Ball's got 5 points.
You know, if LaMelo shoots it at a high clip from deep, man, oh man, I don't know how anybody's going to guard it.
Pass to Caruso. And here's Miller. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 7 points in the game.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here's the captain. Hits a three-pointer. The captain's got 26 points.
You might want to track this guy. Mark him definitely, just deadly from deep so far.
Caruso outside. Miller outside. The three ball. And Charlotte another three.
Love the confidence from this young man. Miller is so quick off the catch.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Maxey passes to the captain. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Charlotte. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Banchero. Still without a bucket. Back to ball. That shot, no good. Philadelphia leading by 4. To the left wing. Pass to McCain. It's Martin on the wing. Here's the captain. Coming off 41 points last game out. Knocks down the long J.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, these hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Banchero. Six to shoot. Pass to ball. Shot on the wing. That one goes. Count it. Ball's got 9 points. That'll count. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top, up by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of some upcoming games on the docket.
And for that matchup with the Pacers, this looks like a complete toss-up to me. Talent level is similar. These games often come down to a few key plays.
And if that's the case, we'll see who has the better closers tonight. And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the 76ers.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Hornets trail by 5. George out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Maxey, and it's McCain in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Now one on Ball.
Willing to sacrifice himself for the play. Maxey takes the foul and keeps going.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
You know, his free throw percentage has dropped this year, but not really enough to raise any red flags or become alarmed about it.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
LaMelo Ball is such an instinctive playmaker. Talking about his approach, he said, I'm just making it up. If I see someone, I throw it, whatever comes to mind. Ryan, the way he sees the game, makes him box office attraction.
I like it. It's that new school flair with a game that harkens back to some of the greats. He's special to watch, Allie. Philadelphia shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win. They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
The captain, that's good. The captain's got 35.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now here's Banchero. There's Ball with a 3. The putback. Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
They grabbed their own miss. Pass to McCain. Here's the captain for 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Hornets trail by 13. Caruso outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And Ball gets it to go.
Ball will not let his opponent just own the arc. He can knock it down from there, too. So competitive.
Maxey passes to the captain from deep three-point land. Counted from distance. The captain's got 41.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Back to Caruso. Banchero outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Here's the captain. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Banchero outside. Ball surveys the floor. Collins with a screen on Maxey. Ball. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Ball's got 14 points.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
It's hard to question the energy LaMelo Ball brings to the court every night, Clark.
It certainly is, and it's contagious, B.A. That's what I like about it. He elevates other guys. As a teammate playing with LaMelo, he elevates your energy level because you got to match his. He gives the team, I think, a nice edge in being able to perform on a consistent basis.
Oh, yes. 2 loud points from Miller, making his presence felt.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. So both teams changing it up here. And let's take an early look at our contenders for this year's dunk contest. No matter who ends up competing, you know it's going to be a show.
And the best part, B.A., every year we see something different, something new. I can't wait.
You look at Miller, and in dunk contest voting, he's third, a premier athlete in the NBA.
Well, the fans want to see him fly, and us broadcasters, we want him in. I expect to see him compete during All-Star Weekend. Believe that.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll, of course, update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Now here's Ball. He's got 17. Smith left side. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Short, no good. And it's Charles Lee calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. And the 76ers with some changes. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Embiid. Martin comes in for Paul George. And it's Fultz in for Maxey. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Hornets. Down by 12. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. That'll wrap up this short 2-game road trip.
Boy, making it look very easy. Ball has been unguardable tonight.
Fultz passes to the captain. Robinson, a screen on Smith. And good! There's another!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Now here's Ball. A deep 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Philadelphia in a good situation. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served them up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hornets. Trey Jones is out there with Ball. Then it's Smith. Then it's Alex Caruso. And it's Salon in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Smith. Tries the spin move. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's the captain. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
Yeah, something else they're doing in this game is striking from long range. The defense just hasn't been able to keep them off the arc tonight.
And here's Charlotte now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Ball outside. They need this. Oh, Robinson with a block. Maxey with it, guarded by Smith. Here's the captain, and the layup is good. The captain's got 57 points.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
The 3 from Ball. It's hauled in by Robinson.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Newman. Here's the captain. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of height. Another one falls! Amazing!
And would you believe it? He now has the 5th most 60-point games in a season.
I mean, what an achievement, right? He does things on the floor no one else can do.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
That one falls. Smith's gotten his first basket of the night.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
His big night continues. He is fueling this lead.
Jones feels it out. Ball right side. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Ball's got 12 points in just the second half.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't phase him. That rarely works against Ball.
A nice shot by Smith.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And now we've got an update on Paolo Banchero. What's the latest?
I did speak to the head athletic trainer for the Hornets. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. It's a blow to a team that was hoping to turn up the second half of the season. This is a story that we'll be following very closely.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the 76ers.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they increased their win total to 29.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
They really do. I mean, there's one more game to play in this season series, and barring any major changes to their team, I'd have to believe the sweep will.
And again for three.
All game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is nothing stopping his shot.
And you know this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game the world never forgets. Here's Salone. Clock at 6. Here's Caruso. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal.
The free throw drops for Caruso. Martin, he's checked in for the Sixers. Fultz comes in for Tyrese Maxey. And Charlotte making a change here. Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
Boy, with all the contact he threw there, that would have been a heck of a bucket. He nearly got it to go.
It's both from the stripe. And so it's Caruso who brings up the ball for Charlotte. Ball outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, Ball plays with so much confidence. You know this guy believes in what he can do, including finding ways to score it inside.
Robinson, a screen on Miller. Here's the captain. Hits yet again. Wow!
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time great individual performances in league history.
Honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. He's in the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and then Wilt's 100 are the only higher-scoring games ever.
So, no prop.
This man really almost scored more points than Kobe. Unreal. They don't even know what's coming for them. MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
We want your time if you need anything enjoyable and incident-free. If you're having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word.
And a chance for everyone to get some shots up. Find the touch. Find the range. Find themselves. We're almost at game time. And thanks for joining us on this Christmas Eve. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Rich, and we've got an Eastern showdown here tonight. Richard, we've got two powerhouse teams on display.
Oh, I've been looking forward to this one, Kevin. Both of these teams are really talented, and you know they both badly want to win this one.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Jackson is out there with Pascal Siakam. And it's Halliburton into the point. Pulls it from 20. Mathurin, good.
And I like Mathurin's shot selection. He lets his offense come naturally.
Driving to the basket.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Halliburton finds Siakam. Halliburton with it. Coming off 31 points last game. Jackson. Good D by Embiid. Here's the captain. Defended by Mathurin. Pass to Siakam. Left side, Mathurin. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Here's Philadelphia. And this is a team making history with every single win. They're coming into this game with 30 consecutive victories. That's right, 30.
And we're looking at a team that has proven they can win against anyone in this league, even given a variety of factors. It's maybe going out on a stretch to say they've reached an all-time great status. But hey, there's an argument for it.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. Now, we spoke about the problems that Pascal Siakam brings to the table, and he told me Pascal is so good with room to operate, you need to find him in transition and take away space when he has the ball. Of course, that's easier said than done. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's the captain. Another three for Philadelphia. And here's Halliburton. He's a player that you can only hope to slow down. He averages nearly 28 points a game. Takes it out to Siakam. Here's Nembhard. 11 points last game. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Mathurin for three. His second miss, now 2 of 4 on the game. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's the captain. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. And now that's 11 points for the captain.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Here's Mathurin. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Here's the captain, and that one is hammered home.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of his game, his passing. He knows the defense expects him to finish the job, but he just drops off a dime.
Looking at Philadelphia, they took the win in their last game against the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Inside, Maxey, count that one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with numbers like this, how about 87% on the year? He's been somebody they love having at the line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Jarris Walker, he's checked in for Jackson. Aaron Neesmith comes in for Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton.
The thing you love about Maxey is that he always has a smile when he's out there. He's enjoying himself, and he embraces the challenge that the game presents.
And he drives in. Indiana shooting their first free throws of this game.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Substitution on the court.
Here's the captain, coming off a solid outing against Charlotte. Offline with his three.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
On the court right now for the Pacers. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Siakam is out there with Walker. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. RJ, so often with rookies, we want to judge them after half a season. We're not very patient with them. How long should we give players to prove themselves in the NBA?
Well, there's a different type of prove yourself. If you're talking about a rookie, I was taught after about game 60, you're no longer a rookie because you played every team, you understand the defensive concept. You might be a little fatigued, but after that, you're no longer a rookie. But to judge them, if they can play in this league, it can take a couple of years.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, the captain in the last game against the Hornets was phenomenal. He had an impressive number of points, and that was his season high. He really lit it up. The numbers he put up were really impressive, and he's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Puts up a three. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
At the elbow, it's Siakam. Outside, Mathurin. Six to shoot. Walker with his screen for Mathurin. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And the shot goes down. And it's an 11-point Philadelphia lead.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Here's Mathurin, and it's blocked. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Embiid, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Martin comes in for Yabusele. And Newman subbed in for Maxey. Aaron Neesmith has checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for T.J. McConnell.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Here's the captain, and that one is stuffed right through.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Always in attack mode. We see him do this night after night.
Down low. Here's Mathurin. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And terrific to see Mathurin scoring like this. He's letting himself be more assertive on that end.
Embiid with the screen on Mathurin. The captain, no good.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Halliburton, no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
The captain with the bucket.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Pacers trail by 11. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Mathurin. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And he has to take the hit there, but Mathurin won't mind. A really gritty play that gets him to the line.
Mathurin hits them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Here's the captain, and the rejection by Jackson. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Siakam kicks to Halliburton. Bangs home the trifecta. Halliburton's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pacers.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And we've reached halftime in this one. 76ers lead by 6. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
Hey, folks, welcome to the half.
We often talk about efficiency on offense. They were the winners in that department, guys.
I like how efficient you were. And let's switch it up. Here's a look at some of the possible contenders for this year's. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
They've got Paul George. He's out there with Joel Embiid. The captain out there with Maxey. And it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Outside Jackson. Now Nembhard. Still scoreless. Second chance effort, and the layup by Jackson.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Pascal Siakam is nominally a power forward, but his versatility at both ends of the floor allows him to play a number of roles. Siakam says that's where the NBA has been going. It's always positionless basketball, and I feel like I can do anything. And in today's game, Kevin, that means tremendous value for Siakam. Back to you.
Doesn't it? My goodness, David, he is something else. Thank you very much. The captain, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. A three-pointer is right on target. Halliburton's got 11 points.
You watch Halliburton shoot. The release is a little low, but it's quick and it's depth.
Here's the captain. 33 points for him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. The captain's got 6 in the quarter.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
And as we're reaching the end of the calendar year, here's a great chance to delve into the updated power rankings. Look at Indiana. They're locked in again at that 3rd spot. Not a bad place to be.
And seeing where the 76ers are, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
And a wide open look for Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. 17 points in the game.
He'll let it go from all around the arc. Mathurin, not a three-point specialist, but more than capable.
Here's the captain. Trying to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Halliburton with it. Maxey covering. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jackson with the screen. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Embiid with the screen on Mathurin. The captain, no good.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
That ties the game. And that's 19 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
A really good athlete. Mathurin is a huge asset in transition.
This one for three. Another miss by Philadelphia. Here's Indiana. They're on a 12-3 run right now. Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. The captain's got 39.
Goodness, this man is ripping three after three. An incredible display of shooting.
Pass to Nembhard. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's the captain. The three. And it's Mathurin with the rebound. 1:03 left in the third quarter of the game. Nembhard finds Halliburton. Back to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, perfect pick and roll right there. Halliburton with great timing as a passer makes it easy for his teammates.
Here's the captain. He's got 39. To the middle. The shot by George, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And a wide open look for Halliburton. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. Driving inside. The captain with the bucket.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Pacers trail by 3. Halliburton outside. Just 3 on the clock. That one drops for him. Halliburton's got 13.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keep.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. Walker out there with Aaron Nesmith. And it's McConnell in at the point. Pacers trail by 3. Now, here's McConnell. Outside Mathurin. Walker a screen. Nesmith up top. Shot clock at 6. Mathurin for three. And the rebound goes to Martin. The 76ers leading by 3. Here's the captain. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. The captain's got 43 points. Pacers shooting straight 49% from the field. Nembhard, the pass to Mathurin. Nice defense from the captain.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Boston Celtics.
And that matchup against the Sixers, this is what the fans have been wanting to see. Two of the best teams in the league duking it out, and you know whoever gets the win is going to be viewed as the team to beat.
Mathurin with the ball. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Newman. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Here's McConnell. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Paul George comes in for Martin. And Maxey subbed in for Newman. Then for the Pacers, Jackson, he's checked in for Walker. Pascal Siakam comes in for Aaron Nesmith. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. Now, Coach challenged him. He said, this goes beyond this game. Show me how much heart you have for the season. Fight until the final buzzer. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the 76ers?
They have found a lot of success in transition, running at every opportunity and getting points before the defense can get set.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Embiid. Another miss by Philadelphia. Pacers trail by 7. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Bounce pass, Halliburton. And Jackson throws it down hard.
An elite passer. Halliburton is especially dangerous in the pick and roll.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. To the captain. Embiid with a screen on Mathurin. Yet another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Maxey against Halliburton. Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The captain, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Here's the captain. No good from outside. For Indiana, they've gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Here's Halliburton. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. 1:07 left in the fourth quarter. The captain passes to George. Here's the captain. Kicks it out to Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the captain. And got it! Another basket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Here's Halliburton. Jackson, a screen on Maxey. Halliburton for three. Rebounded by the captain. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Indiana.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, they fought as hard as they could. Just wasn't in the cards tonight.
Siakam finds Nemhard. The tray. Mathurin for three. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Here's the captain. Takes the three. And again.
Getting to the 60 mark in a game is incredible. There's a lot of Hall of Famers who haven't done that.
And he's approaching the fourth most 60-plus point games in a season. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.